Welcome back to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth. This is part 2 of The Valley. If you haven't caught part 1, please do go back. If you missed part 1, you would miss these two trying to throw Nia out like yesterday's Wingstop.
Later.
And me prevailing, winning. Yeah.
You're as delusional as Nia is.
You and Kristen are the same.
Yeah.
I don't hate that these days.
Oh,
Things
Lord.
could be worse.
Listen, Linda's.
We just broke down the Lala, Nia.
Yeah, their backyard conversation. We talked about that, and we left off with talking about getting into Jasmine.
Yeah, we're going to get into Jasmine because we want to keep it separate because like they kind of were. Jasmine was sort of in her own world there. Now, I don't
think so because Zach was in it too, just going.
I know Zach's face was everything. I
Zach
want to get a
wasn't in the world, but he was viewing the world from a passing spaceship.
Yeah,
type
he could
shit.
see it.
You know,
Like, oh,
he
shit.
was like also type shit. Justin has got me saying type shit. Justin from Southern Hospitality. I don't know why, but now I'm saying type shit all the time. Type shit.
do you even know what that means?
I really don't, but I like it.
I'm going to start saying bet.
Bet is fun.
Fine, bet.
Bet.
I went back and watched this a couple times because the first time that I watched it, I was like, Jasmine is out of her mind right now. What is she doing? Like, they're just trying to get through this scene that's like clearly like a call sheet scene. Like, this is the main event, why they're here. Yes, to say goodbye to Brittany's old titties,
Yeah.
but also to have this discussion between Nia and Lala. And I just was like, Jasmine, what are you doing, man? You're out here like distracting. And I also, I was just talking to Coco about this. Like, we both get like secondhand embarrassment where like it's hard for me I can't watch hidden camera shows.
Oh my God, this one.
Oh my God.
So
I'm
weird,
pacing.
the weirdest thing you ever saw in your life.
I'm
She
like,
gets so nervous. I'm like, it's gonna be fine.
I'm like, that's your boss that you're talking to right now. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, this is so embarrassing. Yeah, so it's hard for me to watch what at first glance, I want to underline that, first glance looked like Jasmine was just humiliating herself. And then I went back and watched it a second time. And like, I don't know what other scene that I've watched second time around that I saw completely differently.
It was funny. At one point, she's like, she's only been here a year. She's
And-
calling out Lala. She's
Yeah.
new.
Yeah. And that's what I think actually I think that this was like a layered thing that happened. And bottom line is it was really unfortunate. It was a shit show. Do you remember that party from the very beginning, the early aughts party where they're at the bar?
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine has been a little irked by Lala from the get. Doesn't think she's being authentic. A lot of people probably agree. Not probably. They agree.
Mm.
And so it seemed like Lala was trying to say like, shit up. It wasn't okay. And Jasmine chimes in and goes, yeah, but you haven't been here, which is Jasmine's same beef she's had with her from the get. Like, why we don't even need her here. Like we're doing
Right.
just fine here.
Yeah.
Kristen was trying to keep her eye on like what was happening and helping Nia because Kristen, they're in an alliance. Lala said it last week. And so I think that she discarded Jasmine. And what is really unfortunate about it is just what the topic was, because this whole thing goes back to the initial thing was the grab ass. Danny's grabbing ass.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that Jasmine is even still on team Danny is still like Jasmine kind of swallowed some shit and she, okay, fine. Janet sucks. She's doing this all wrong. And so it was just sad that she was trying to stay that course. And then I don't know, Kristen kind of humiliates her a little bit by telling her, oh, she just be quiet, like tries to hush her, tries to shush her, and then tells her she's drunk when she won't shush. And Jasmine's still trying to be like, no, because remember, and Kristen's like, I'm sorry, you guys, go on, just shut the fuck up. And then it just reignited like an old beef that like was unresolved that she swallowed. And then now she has to deal with like, oh my God, you just humiliated me. You know, I don't like this bitch. You know, I've been saying she's inauthentic. She's just doing this for camera time. I'm trying to help you guys. And now it was just sad to see how it played out.
I have two different thoughts. Like one is just like, I felt like more it was a diss from Nia. Because like Nia, you're sitting down with Lala and you're listening to her.
Yeah.
You're listening to her grievance and you seem accepting of it. And even like, she didn't get that. Where was this nice civil conversation when I had a beef? So I don't feel like it's just much as Kristen is just all three of them. and Nia. And then I also think, Nia's really calculated. So did she try one tactic with Jasmine and Janet? And she's like, cool. That didn't work. I can't keep doing that. So I'm going to try this one.
Wait. Say that again.
She tried a different tactic with the last time this got brought up, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, man, that didn't work as great. So maybe I'm going to try this next tactic with Lala and just go, okay.
Yeah.
That's our, and she just tried something different.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's a calculation, but either way, it was really shit for Jasmine.
Yeah. And here's the bummer about Jasmine. It's a little bit like, I, for one, know, like, and God, do not come for me because this is not about race, okay? But I feel like people are going to say that I just don't understand how this woman is operating. I can tell you that I have watched Jasmine a handful of times kind of be all over the place in situations, kind of like call out someone for something that we just watched the scene. We all watched it. That didn't really happen. It just happened when Brittany's dumbass boyfriend was there. Jasmine will get on something, and I feel like she starts talking over everyone, and they're like, wait, that's not what any of this is about. And she'll be like, no, I know. Like, I feel like Jasmine often kind of like has some drinks and then gets a little scattered in what she's saying. And you know why I recognize it is because that is what I do. And so it's a thing. And I feel like Kristen just immediately kind of wanted her to be quiet because she's in her head probably thinking like, this, Jasmine, just let this happen. Like, and it, like I said, it's just unfortunate because the topic of happened to be something that like Jasmine very much has much to say about and hasn't in a while. And it sucked because Jasmine at a certain point, she was like talking to no one, or she was talking to a camera guy maybe, or whatever. Like, and they muted all the other microphones just to hone in on what she was doing. And she did look crazy. But she had every right to say what she was saying. But it was it was unfortunate. That's that's the best way that I can say it. It was just a shitty misunderstanding, miscommunication. Eyes were on the wrong prizes. What's her name? Kristen definitely was trying to be focused on Nia and Lala, and what we'll find when they go to lunch the next day is that like this is what she did last time. This is a thing. Jasmine feels like no one listens to her. And in this situation, she was 1,000% right. Nobody was listening to her.
But she was also having the realization, which I think for me was the worst part, is like, obviously it's not a secret that like Jasmine's a black woman. She's thinking about other things than the rest of us are thinking about, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that needs to change. We all need to be aware of those kind of things. To have that, to understand that that's a part of her life, sucks. The day you realize that it's your friends too. Yeah. Like that's the moment I think that she was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
My friends are no. No. You're my friends. These are my friends. Like I think that part was kind of what made her maybe go off of like, if it seemed like she was going a little crazy, I think that's the thing that maybe started her off, off that deep end. Or I don't even want to say crazy because I get what you're saying, but I think having that realization would make me like, what? Yeah. What is happening? And then start talking and processing out loud.
And production did her dirty by cutting all the other mics and just focusing on her, just looking. She was talking to no one and then panning over to.
I didn't get that at all.
You didn't think? Panning over to Zach's face, being like, what are you doing? Like,
I mean, but everything she said was valid. So I don't know how you can sound crazy spitting truth.
Oh, yeah. But when you're like, when you cut all the other mics and all you're doing is going back over to Zach's face, who's looking at you like you have 5 heads. Like it just seemed like they were, I don't know. It seemed like they honed in on her and kind of were highlighting that she's not having a conversation with him. I think it made her look drunker. And then I wonder, when they were back inside and they were talking about how she opened some expensive bottle of wine, it's like.
That was earlier. Yeah.
And it's like, why did you even include that? Like, listen, I'm not saying that like $150 bottle of wine isn't anything. It was like just anyone can get it. But like, I feel like they made a really big deal about this like it's over $100. Like, I'm sorry, how much do you guys get paid over there?
Wait,
You're
wait.
spending $1 bajillion on mommy makeovers and your toddler's birthdays. Like,
They made a big deal, or Nia?
well,
Made a big
Nia
deal.
did, but then they all, even Michelle was like, all I got from my marriage was a bottle of Opus. Like, it's like they were holding this brand on high.
Michelle was dunking on her own marriage. I felt like Nia was the one that brought it up.
Either way, like, this is not I don't know why they included that, because it was just like, I'm sorry, but for this group of people making the money that I hope that they're making, like, it seemed like they left that in to show us, to try to tell the audience that Jasmine had maybe drank a whole bottle of $150 wine by herself because nobody else knew that this was even an open bottle.
You see, what I saw in this episode was production putting all that together and showing Kristen and Jasmine drinking. It was almost to back Danny's point.
What's
And
Danny's-
our point.
Luke's.
Everyone drinks. Everyone
Oh,
drinks
yeah.
on this crew.
Yeah.
Is what the production was kind of for me is what production was showing. Look, everyone's drinking, which almost backs up my point. But not everyone yells at their wife, Danny. But you know what I'm saying? Like, go to the next scene with Kristen and Jasmine. They purposely left them, and then I'm gonna start with water, and then a gin and coke, and then an old fashioned. Like I felt like it was going back to that. Everyone drinks on this crew.
I know, but we were here for a scene. Like, we were all building up for the last however many episodes for this confrontation to happen.
Yeah, 100%. But like sometimes other things happen. Sometimes you produce a story and someone shows up or something and you're like, oh, didn't see that one coming. Now you
Yeah.
gotta and you get in the edit, like Charles, you gotta cut somebody's mic. So do you cut the the black woman who's trying to be like, hey, what the is going on?
Okay.
I feel weird about this. So that the two white women can talk and have a beef about the drunk white guy.
If they were trying to help her, I don't know if that was helpful.
I don't know if they is trying to help her or not help her. I think it happened, and then we get the Kristen Jasmine scene to wrap it all up. Is what it felt like to me when I was watching.
Okay, so then let's just get there then. Jasmine and Kristen meet up the next day for lunch. She explains her beef with Kristen last night. I thought that this was like my takeaway from this whole scene was that, like, no notes. Like, it was beautiful on both ends. Like, Jasmine didn't seem like she was trying to make an old, like, reprise an old beef. She didn't seem like she was trying to scene steal. She seemed like those tears were like, when tears are like shooting out like that, like when you're trying to talk, like, that is not a produced tear.
Yeah.
Like, it all felt very authentic and real.
I agree. It seemed like a good, honest, teachable moment, for the two of them. And I thought Kristen handled it pretty well.
Yeah.
It also, to me though, I was like, I feel like this was a better conversation than what they gave us. And what they gave us was fine. Like, it was good, but I felt like it was better and it should have been longer and we should have seen more of it. I felt like they left out a lot of just thing. I feel like that conversation happened and they were like, cool, just give me the highlights and let's get the out of here and move on. And I was a little disappointed in that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's it. And maybe I wasn't disappointed. Maybe that's not the right word. It's just a feeling I got that I was like, I feel like there's more there.
Listen, every scene Kristen's in, I can find something I hate that she said. So buckle up.
Well, let's give them the highlights really quick before you.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like Jasmine just came there to say a bunch of shit went down last year. It seemed like you guys were all rushing to do other things. No one ever really stopped to ask me, hey, how you doing with that? A lot of the focus was shifted. And it seems like she wanted a lot more from Kristen, and Kristen was very busy trying to do a takedown last year. And in these moments, I think that some people might just move past them, but Jasmine she talks about how she's gay, she's black, she's a woman. It's 3 times harder for her to land anything. And I saw a discussion with Zach later on, I think it was in the after show, talking about like, and even once we do get over, we still have to fight to stay there because we're the first ones on the chopping block if not. So it's like, it's a constant thing. I totally understand it. I also understand that a lot of people get really like frustrated with like, oh my God, I've got my own beef with this person. It has nothing to do with race. But sometimes I think you don't even really know it has anything to do with race. I feel like Kristen has no idea or is not consciously thinking about race when she makes these decisions in how she handles things. But like, all she was worried about was taking Janet down. But she says that, yeah, that was stupid. I probably should have just stopped to ask you, like, are you okay? You know, because in looking back at it, and this is why I've said to Danny, like, you owe Janet, you need to send her what are those fruit baskets with the edible arrangements? You need to send her something.
I could have one of those right now.
Because like it was very easy, I think, for a big chunk of people to like just not even really think about what happened. Also, I think production had something to do with that because that happened on the very first episode and they didn't tell us about it until 3 or 4 episodes in. I will stand by that. That's weird.
On the first episode. You keep saying that. It happened in the off season. The apology happened at the first episode.
Right.
First apology. I'm pretty sure Danny apologized 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he apologized a shitload of times.
Which
totally.
I don't trust any of Danny's apologies, so I get it.
Yeah, so it equaled 0 times.
People should stop asking for apologies if like they don't mean anything. Like I understand what you're saying. It didn't happen on episode 1, but the apology happened for it. We would have saw that something happened. Nobody told us until 4 episodes in. It's why I always go back and I'm like, it felt like they were being coddled by more than just themselves, because why would you hold that from us for 4 episodes? It was a big deal. When production downplays something, the audience follows along unless they aren't too busy to stop and go, what's going on here? But like, how many viewers are going, what's going on here? You know,
that's why Janet's a justice warrior.
Justice for Janet.
So Kristen said something in like this that just kind of, she said, Kristen's anger towards Janet overshadowed what Jasmine was doing.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because wasn't Janet fighting for Jasmine in a wrong way?
So this is what I was about to say to you. The irony of this entire situation is that the entire fight was for Jasmine and Michelle.
Yeah.
Right? He grabbed Michelle's ass, but
not Michelle. Oh, Michelle.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, yeah. Michelle's the girlfriend, not Jasmine. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, his fiance. He grabbed Michelle's ass, but he also put his hand on Jasmine's leg and was like, go get me a drink, sweetheart.
Go get daddy a drink.
Go get daddy a drink.
Daddy needs a drink.
Daddy needs it, right? So like, also like, whatever. But everyone's fighting because of these two.
Yeah.
For these two rather. And nobody's asking these two, hey guys, how are you doing? Do you need us to be fighting for you? Are we good? What can I get? Like, house thing, you know what I mean?
Like if I'm Jasmine in that moment, I'm like, Kristen, what the
Yeah.
Like, Janet, you're not going about it right, but at least Janet's fighting for me.
Right. Well, I think that was her realization.
Yeah.
Probably after lunch too. A little bit that night in the backyard, and then a little bit at lunch where I was like, that's why I think there was more to that conversation that we didn't see. And I think she probably left that lunch being like, justice for Janet. Like, I might like, yeah, they didn't handle it well, but I might need to go say hi and play it as like, oh, your knee, let me go.
I'm sorry. Now, like, this isn't a full thought, so don't attack me. But like,
they
didn't handle it right. However, it was a sexual assault in that definition. No, let's just say.
I get it. I understand. I just like, listen, a sexual assault is so fucking serious that like, it pains me that like we're calling a grab ass the same thing as we're calling other things that I think
you can't just go up and grab someone's ass without permission. That's not how that works. So yes, Janet and Jason saying it over and over and over again. But then again, no one was listening. So what else are you gonna do? You're gonna have to yell it from the rooftops because no one was giving shit about Jasmine or Michelle or what they were dealing with. So it almost drove Jason and Janet crazy. Like, what are we talking about? Why are we skirting around this?
There was something that I brought up early on too about just working in Hollywood and where did the Me Too Time's Up
and kid shows. They're really doing grab ass over there.
That shit's weird. Yeah, don't let your kids do kid stuff unless you're there all day long. But
that's where you can let the AI step in. Is for the kids.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Honestly, like it. Just the stories that you hear are so atrocious that it's like, if anyone should just step aside, it should be the Chillins.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. But yeah, he's from an industry that has had a problem with that kind of stuff in the past. And there was a gigantic, definitely needed movement that happened to rid that problem, right? That's Danny's great. Like maybe
Yeah.
so. Again, like after going through the few years of Time's Up and Me Too, and then to come out of it only to be like, well, we missed one, you know, in Janet and Jason's defense disclaimer. What you're saying is like, yeah, how do you deal with that? What do you do?
goes
And
back
if
to what
no
you
one's
were-
listening, then yeah,
That's kind of what you were saying. Like
what?
they didn't
Are
talk
we
about it
crazy
until this
or are you
episode. They didn't talk
crazy?
about it, and after multiple apologies, and it was just kind of like, what? Jack's in rehab. Why are we talking about Jax? This is the thing. This happened. So yeah, I listen. Once again, I don't know if I would have said it the way they said it over and over, but I kind of get it.
Oh wait, the food at the door.
Give Pedro a moment, okay?
I'm sorry, Pedro. Take your time.
But yeah, Kristen sucks as a person. We all knew this from 10 seasons of Vanderpump.
Here's the bummer about it. Jasmine, I think, made some very distinct choices last year that would make one think that she thought Janet was a psychopath. And she didn't, and she had beef with what's his name too. She made a clear choice. She also said when Janet and Jason were like still talking about it, Jasmine yelled at them, "Stop talking about this. This is not your thing. Why are you making has nothing to do with you." Like she made those choices. Now, I would hope that people could just remember, like, maybe she said that because she just didn't want to ruffle feathers and she wanted to stay on the right side and whatever. And I wish that we could expect everybody to know that in those moments. But like, she didn't just say like, "No, I'm okay." She was loud and proud about it a lot. And so she got 17,000 apologies from these people. Again, they can mean something to you or they don't, but like, that's what she wanted. That's what she asked for. She got them in 5 languages if she wanted it, you know, and she made her choice. And so now it's just unfortunate that this thing happened that caused this thing that was clearly unresolved to come back up and make her kind of realize, you know what, I'm not over this. And you actually are doing it again right now. And like, but it's just, I need a synonym for unfortunate because I don't think anybody had bad intentions here. I think that these are habits. These are just human movements that they're all just, Jasmine's trying to play it cool. Kristen thinks it's cool. Kristen's got her focused over here, just like she was focused on Janet. And then Jasmine's out of luck again and then reacting in a way. I don't know. Like it just, what sucks about this is that they go through this whole lunch and even Kristen in that moment says, "I allowed Janet to shift my focus and for me to think if I take her down, then I've won for you." And that was very specific too. She basically thought that that's what Jasmine wanted, was for her to fight Janet. And Jasmine in that moment says, yeah, again, she agrees. So that's what made the next scene so weird to me.
I guess I could listen. I don't know. But I could see that. And I think Janet said as much in a lot of her OTFs, maybe not all together, but she is a Black gay woman on a cast full of white people from the Valley.
Yeah.
Let's keep the spotlight off me. I'm not trying to be a headline right now. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? So, I kind of see why she did a lot of that. Once again, just very unfortunate. But I also don't understand Kristen's anger towards Janet being a defense of Jasmine.
Because
I see how you said it. I see how you said it.
Do you really believe that Janet did all of that for Jasmine?
I believe Kristen attacked Janet, not for Jasmine, but to protect Nia. Because Kristen keeps Nia on this pedestal that she is perfect. I want to be her. I need to protect her.
Yes.
So I don't think Jasmine was in Kristen's mind at all. I think Kristen had too many, and it was, let's attack Janet.
Yeah.
Because she's attacking Nia.
Yeah.
Defend the castle. We're the soldiers. I'll be out here on the bridge. Don't even let them get across the moat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just hate that whole thing seemed like it was such a perfect conversation between the both of them. I thought that Jasmine communicated beautifully, and I thought that Kristen gave her every kind of like all the accountability that Jasmine came there seeking. And I wish that Jasmine would have said, I'm going to need a minute on this. Like, cause I'm unresolved about it. And I know that like, I tried to act like it was no big deal. And I don't know why I did that. And maybe it's because I don't trust you. I don't know if you're going to ever see my side. And I don't want to risk that. I love you. And I think we're best friends. But then when these things happen, I think maybe we're not as close of friends, but so I grab onto you and then I tell you it's okay. Like what you were saying about this being a longer conversation and like maybe there was more and they cut it out. I don't know. But like the way that they left us was like, I think they've said what they've said. It seems like they've both handled this well and Bob's your uncle, as you like to say. Glenn's your uncle?
Yeah.
They changed it?
No, my uncle's name's Glenn.
Oh.
Zach and Kristen drive Brittany home from her mommy makeover. I don't have a ton to say here. All went well. All the titties were accounted for.
Oh God, that stairwell looked so painful.
That was like
Honestly, more for Zach because I was expecting for when they started talking about the stairs, and I thought, and Kristen was complaining about the stairs, and they cut to the stairs, and it's only really Zach helping her up, and Kristen's got bags.
Like, listen, I've never had a bye-bye boobie party for a mommy makeover. But what happened to your knee? What happened to her knees? Why are her knees all of a sudden going to buckle?
I mean, when you ever work out your abs really hard and everything's tight, and then you start even walking
not to be a dick, but like that lower body's stability.
It's also anesthesia.
Oh, okay, that maybe I'll buy that.
But
when
did
my
they
wisdom
do
teeth
any
out.
thigh work?
I don't know.
Because that's what mommy makeovers are like. Can be many things. Like I've had friends that have gotten them that it's like.
Yeah,
where I was like, are you sure you don't want to break that up into two? You know,
totally.
It just seemed like a lot. And I don't know if she got thigh work done, but if she did, then.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm asking. Like, I'm not being a dick. When that was a weird thing when she was like, oh, my knees are going to buckle. I was like, what? I don't understand that one. Like,
I guess I
in
need to
there?
know where the incision is. Is it in the UPA? You know, and is it tight?
In the heel? Like down towards the heel?
When you're walking, if it's in the pelvis region, I can see how that gets tight with a walk.
But not a knee buckle.
Okay, calm down.
All right, fine.
I'm down.
Yeah, it was whatever.
Those two little blood bags. Bah!
What? I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
I didn't
I
catch
don't
the
know why
blood
you had
bags.
to say
You
anything.
didn't
about
like
it.
there's that
No,
with
okay,
the little
no,
tubes coming out,
this
catching
is-
all the
bro,
blood.
what the
Why was he feeding her?
Eating her?
He was feeding her.
Well, you got to
she,
have some applesauce.
she could feed herself. Her arms
No.
work.
I
You're
think.
a patient.
Did
When
she
you're
need
the
to take
patient.
medicine, and so then they had? Is that why
They hid it in there like she's a dog.
Maybe
maybe.
so.
Just balled it up in some cheese and threw it in her
A
mouth.
little beer
Yeah,
cheese,
little-
Mammal's beer cheese.
No, mammal's beer cheese and
Yeah.
some vodka, then.
I do know anesthesia is going to make walking is going to be
Yeah.
difficult. When I got my wisdom teeth out, I don't even remember how the I got home.
Neither
My
does
dad
this
must have
guy.
carried my ass upstairs.
Yeah.
Interesting. This one, good time after her wisdom teeth got pulled. They were like,
It was
oh.
a good time for everyone. Everyone has a good time at getting their wisdoms out.
No, but I wish I remember. It was so long ago, but I just remember you being so funny. Like the classic wasted.
They tell you not
what you
to
call it.
eat certain foods or drink out of a straw because
Oh,
you'll get dry
yeah.
socket. That night, my dad was like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Sonic, chili cheese tots and a slushy."
Mm.
And I ate the shit out of those chili
Yeah.
cheese tots and the slushy.
Yeah.
Just anesthesia'd out.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to smoke for a minute. I doubt either of you upheld that rule.
That I was smoking
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
All right, so boobies are fine. And this is the scene that I was a little shocked. We get over to Jason and Janet's,
JJ.
and there is Schwartz, which, of course, Schwartz is coming by,
With a plant.
bringing a plant. So,
I love that as a thing now. That even Janet was like a plant.
yeah.
You know, like it's a meme in itself.
I
It's
feel
a-
like it's been a thing
living
for
meme.
several years, not just like on the Valley. I feel like maybe Schwartz has been doing this for a
Like,
minute.
oh
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
I love Tom, and I hate that like these are the only scenes we get him in.
I know.
But the problem is, Tom isn't drama.
No.
We saw Tom all the time because Katie is drama.
Yeah.
And Tom was always just like, chill the out.
Yeah. And because he was Sandoval's bestie. So like they were like attached at the hip. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish we got more Tom in our lives.
we'll see why in just a moment. This was nonsensical, but then at the same time made all the sense in the world. But I just don't know if this was the right move or not. So obviously Jason just had his surgery. He's held up. So obviously Tom Schwartz is going to go over there and say, hey, how's it going? Because he's Tom Schwartz.
He's just a good neighbor.
He's a good neighbor. Yeah. But for Jasmine to walk in there too.
Like a good neighbor, Tom Schwartz is there.
I love it.
You can change that.
Schwartzy is there.
No.
Yeah. And so when Jasmine walked in and sat down and just kind of started saying, you know, I love you guys. You guys know I love you, and you know I'm always going to be here for you. And then we get to her confessional, and she's like, yeah, after last night, seeing, you know, what's their names, Kristen and Nia, basically riding each other, and with Lala, like I kind of realized that, you know, who's always been there for me is Janet and Jason. And if that's how she really feels, first of all, like I said, I was disappointed to see that conversation went as well as it did, which I guess meant nothing. And if that's how she really feels, then fine. But if that's how she really feels, if I'm Janet and Jason, like, thank God they're desperate for team members, because I would be like, yeah, you f***ed us.
I mean, are they desperate for team members? They already got Brittany and Lala.
Yeah,
that sounds like a funner group to hang out with anyways.
I think that they are obviously very open, because there's a core group of people that aren't having them. And Jasmine was literally just one of those people, because Janet tried to apologize to her again just a couple episodes ago. And not only did Jasmine didn't accept it, she couldn't give less of a shit about it. She told them, I think her words were something like, yeah, like, you guys are pretty much dead and buried to me. She said something like a dead and buried kind of line about them, and then just kind of walked away. And Janet was like, okay, well, I guess that she was in her coverall outfit, and I don't know. Like, this is just, there's not a lot of humility here with Jasmine right now in the way that she is. Like I said, just coming off of this and then going to their house and saying, you know, I love you guys,
but
right?
You don't think, like, listen, I get what you're saying, and like, it's an option. You don't think there's a world that the backyard scene into breakfast with, or brunch or whatever lunch they did with Kristen, where it seems like we're missing something? Like, it seemed like a good scene, but like, what if the backyard scene into lunch with Kristen made her be like, the backyard scene was shit. Like, it's the first time I kind of started thinking about my friends not understanding where I'm coming from, or who, or the things that I have to deal with. What, you know, and then you go to talk to your friend about it, and maybe, like, I felt like it was we all felt like it was a good conversation, but maybe Jasmine felt it wasn't. Maybe she felt it, she was a little placated, and that it wasn't very serious, and that it maybe was Kristen just doing a scene or what, you know what I mean? And then again, on the way home, she just, all those little things pieced together into the realization of, like, were the crazies the one that had my back? The two psychopaths that took it way over the line? And
totally.
And then a text and a, can I come over? You know? I don't know.
I mean, let's go back to
1984.
The last episode we deep dive for this.
Okay.
Two truths. She has a strong connection with Kristen. They are friends. Let's come to an agreement. Let's come to some sort of...
Yeah.
But also, you know who did have my back through everything?
Yeah.
These two.
Yeah.
So, two truths.
You know what?
If I'm Janet and I'm playing the alliance game, you know where I'm going?
Where?
You got to go Lacey. Jesse's in the middle. You get Lacey and Jesse over here? Ooh. We're just talking about numbers?
Yeah.
Jesse's going wherever Lacey's going. Because Jesse and Tom are in the middle.
But she's not going to get Lacey, though. Lacey's too firm, and she did her investigative reporting on Lacey.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And then, you know, Lacey has a little bit of a background, like a whole kidnapping situation. Did you know that?
Have they talked about it on the show?
No.
I don't follow these people in real life.
Yeah, she had like a real gnarly situation happen in her real life years ago that she's dealt with, and like is now like mentoring and helping women, and who's been in similar situations and whatnot.
How does that relate?
I don't know.
Because she was kidnapped, she's not going to be Team Janet?
No, I think that she's just probably a little more protective of things and people and her time and more aware and a little more.
Don't go trying to make me like Lacey. I haven't been a fan, and you just say things, and I just.
Oh,
She's
you
also
should
a
check her
prepper.
out because we weren't no. Courtney tore to shreds in
Courtney
the beginning
was a little mean.
because you would look her up and those things wouldn't pop up. All that would pop up was kind of all the bullshit about her because she kind of made a scene at the reunion, not the reunion, the finale last year. There was a
I'm the only
fight.
one that had her back.
Uh-huh.
I'm the only one that had
not
her back.
mic'd up. Do I
Called
need to
it
sign papers?
exactly how it happened, and they showed us this year, and I was like, nailed it. Nailed it.
And I was just so desperate for like new people that I was just like, no, let's hear her talk. Let's hear her talk. But anyhow, to finally kind of figure out what her deal was, we were like, oh, right. Oh, you have that long hair because you lost all your hair because not all of it, but lost. She's got immuno. I don't know what they're called. Autoimmuno.
Sounds like an X-Man.
Like we were.
I'm
like,
immuno.
I'm
like
immuno.
if we're like, oh, she's this typical Orange County long extensions, yada yada, and all this makeup. Well, I think that her skin and her hair was gravely affected by this autoimmune disease that she had that took her 10 years to get diagnosed. And
I'm just glad you're telling me this because I was episodes away from ripping into her. I've been laying some groundwork.
I know.
I've been just
should've
laying
let him
groundwork
do
on
it.
it.
We should have let you. Courtney did it.
Yeah, and I wanted to, but I was just desperate for new cast, so I was like, let's see what she's got.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It was a good time.
all the things that you just said, all good and great. Then Jasmine owes those motherfuckers an apology. You want to switch teams? You got to pay the piper. That's what I think.
This was an olive branch. This was the beginning.
Yeah,
of
and
it.
I don't think she
you need
said,
to
I know, you
apologize.
guys know I
if they
got
were there for you, if they were there for you this whole time, they were your real friends. You need to look them in the eye and say, I'm sorry, I got a little over my skis there. And
Fine, maybe.
I just think it was a drastic choice after would not even entertain her apology. And now you're over here because you've had this realization about your friends. I just think some humility would come with that might have been a misunderstanding. At the very least, I might have misunderstood. I might have jumped to conclusion. I might have gotten caught up in the moment. Like I don't think Jasmine's a big apologizer, guys.
No, but I also like that could still happen. And I felt like her even coming and doing anything was showing you a little bit of humility. Because based off that last conversation Jen and Jasmine have, I'm good. So even coming over and seeing Jason in the States saying, hey, how you doing? And doing any of that. Like,
feels convenient, like a little glom on to the other people.
Well, I mean, her eyes were open to something.
Okay.
Changes the way you think about things, right?
Say that.
I just said that.
Not you. You, Jasmine.
Are you listening,
I just
Jasmine?
seen the glory in it. What's that song?
I also have a feeling this isn't going to last.
Huh?
I have a feeling this isn't going to last either. I think
Well,
she's going to be like,
shoot,
"All right,
let's
I forgot I
hope
hate
so.
you,
If
Janet."
if we want some good times for the rest of this season, we hope it doesn't.
So what happens more throughout the season?
Hold on, we have a whole other scene.
No. Danny gets really drunk and does something stupid,
No, I don't see that
or
happening.
Jasmine switches teams again. How many times back and forth?
Wait,
Or-
like becomes non-lesbian?
no, but you know what I'm saying? What happens more? Danny gets drunk and acts a fool, or Jasmine flip-flop sides again?
Was there
Two truths.
scenes
Two
from?
truths.
Two truths.
But no, because now I don't really remember what was in the coming attractions. Was there something in there with Danny getting wasted again?
I don't think Danny getting wasted, but somebody popping off again about it still, and Nia finally just doing one of these numbers where
They're called a clapback.
Bitch, don't. No, a clapback is just popping off back.
Please don't talk to me about.
Is that what a clapback? Is that where? Listen, I don't know, but
Right?
is that
Isn't
I
it?
never-
Please don't talk.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I
And
never
you clap back
I
as
never
you're.
interesting?
enjoyed the two.
All right,
I
that
could be completely wrong. Get back in the comments. Give us
Yeah,
some
hit
comments.
us.
Listen, none of this matters. What matters is shorts. It's moments like these that remind us why we are all a party of shorts and begs the question, if you're not, what is wrong with you? Who hurt you?
If you aren't, you are now with the mariachi band.
Yeah.
He upped his game.
That's
Before
what
it
I'm
was
saying.
just plants, and now it's plants
Can we just
and a mariachi.
I imagined production didn't bring them. He drove over their
No,
house with
a
the band in the
billion.
back of his car, just
Yep.
having a conversation.
He probably rented a like a 15 pass.
Yeah.
There was only 4 of them.
They got the gear and the ding 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 ding.
That's gear.
What
The ding ding
gear? What is
Uh,
that one? A guitar.
guitar.
Listen, well, you guys are, I don't know what's going on. We have 2 new members of Party Schwartz. These kids get it. Megan 524 and Laurel McKellips.
Bam.
Welcome to the Party of Schwartz.
You
won't
guys are
regret it.
going to have a good time. We're happy you're here. We're going to make room for you. And we made room for this guy. So
I was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you now regretting your joining?
No, but like, I enjoyed Tom over here before even speaking to y'all. Okay, so like,
you didn't even know who he was.
what? Well, you've told me about Party Schwartz. I enjoyed party. I was at my own Party Schwartz. Huh? How about that?
Yeah,
How about that,
typical.
apples?
You guys.
Everyone trying to clamor on to our big idea. Your
God,
big idea.
I tried to say
Look,
a
even I
celebration,
tried
but
to
Party
clamor
Schwartz was
onto
better.
it.
Listen,
What?
I think that Tom Tom's it's leaving.
Well, we better go.
I'm
and
not joking.
Bring the
We have to go.
one of
Travis,
the
we have to go.
37
Have you been to Tom
cameras
Tom's?
I've bought to
It's
go
definitely
film
leaving,
outside.
right? Didn't they say it's going under?
Yeah, but I mean, like I think it's still open. Like, but for a very short. Like, we need to not let this slip by us.
Then
He said he's going to be DJing and just hanging out like for however many weekends are left.
Tom Schwartz.
Like, he's not like trying to be you're not trying to be a
Dude.
DJ, are you sure?
Oh God.
Either way,
Yeah, I'm in.
meet me at Tom Tom's. Okay, so
That's
Last
what
scene.
Bravo makes is DJs and scorned women becoming reality show hosts.
yeah, love it. Okay, Michelle and Jesse meet for coffee.
Ooh.
Jesse starts off by trying to apologize for getting involved in the conversation between Michelle and Lacey and making it all about himself. And Michelle's like, right. Yeah, sure. We're not talking about that. We're not here to talk about your little, I made this all about me appetizer. We're here to talk about one thing only. What does Michelle want? A divorce. When does she want it?
Now.
She came in hot with those.
She's wanted it
She
for a
asked the
minute.
question so she could go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we had to save it for the pod moment. Natalie and I were watching this, and I was very conflicted with this scene because obviously these two have been such assholes to each other, but also going through a divorce. So I never have gone through a divorce. I hope to not. I imagine it can get really f***ed up, right? Because who could you hate more than the person you've loved the most?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I said to Natalie, I was like, dude, this sucks. And then when they did the pictures, the flashbacks, which they've done before, these two to me, in each of their best moments, I think are probably the most perfect, fun, amazing couple, meant to be, could take over the world type shit.
I'm sad we didn't get to see that.
100%. Yeah, they came in already on the outs.
It would have been a fun reality couple.
It totally would.
It
I
seems
agree.
like the kid ruined everything.
Listen, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna let you take that one, but I'm right here.
If you look at
with
the
you.
timeline, it seems
Yeah.
like things really started to sour.
Listen, and they didn't. It wasn't planned, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they had planned
She
it.
joked about that last episode. She's like, I rode for 10 seconds and I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's right.
So, but whatever. You might be right, and that's unfortunate. But whatever.
Isabel's so cute.
I think in their best moments together, they were probably unstoppable. But if one of them wasn't at that moment, it probably became a full disaster.
Yeah.
The scene was super sad for me. It was the first like sad divorce we're gonna see on the Valley of many
I
divorces.
mean, he was so bummed when he pulled out the papers.
that, and when she
Like, you
was
could
like,
see it
"I
on his
just
face.
want to be happy again," like
No,
that
she got
one
him-
hit him.
She got emotional.
Yeah,
And you could tell he thought she's getting emotional because she's going to miss this.
yeah.
And she goes, I just want to be happy again. And he's like, oh.
I'm such an asshole.
Yeah, like, oh, she's sad because she's going to miss this.
Yeah, so I
Nope.
think that part made me sad too, was seeing Jesse finally be like hurt and like actually kind of realizing like, oh wow, I might have f***ed this up. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
it's
Like it just was a sad, the end, the hug, and I said it. We were watching it and I was like, bro, get up and hug her. And it took a minute, but he finally did it. But I was like, if he doesn't hug her, just give her a hug. And I'm gonna be so pissed at this dude. So I don't know. This scene it just was sad. I don't know what else to say about it.
Well,
Even to
if-
walk away.
If we were to believe Michelle that Jesse didn't want to sign the papers,
Yeah.
like, he didn't want this divorce from the get.
Yeah. I don't
Like,
know.
he didn't want it ever. So I think he was holding on to it a little ways.
Yeah, I agree. You know what's a bummer? And this is really up, but it's because when I say like I'm a Jesse stan, you know, like it just, I do like, again, I like characters. I can't help it, but I know who this guy is, contrary to popular belief. Like I do understand that this guy is a lot. And I think that the bummer here is that I kind of feel like, thank God she did get emotional, because I think that that is going to let him sign the papers. I think that this whole time, Jesse's been pissed. She's the one that moved on right away. She met someone. I think that she's in a very funky position right now because she kind of got dumped. She'd moved her kid in there. I'm sure, like, she's a good person. She's a responsible person. If she's not having moments of like, I can't believe I got involved with someone so quickly and I moved my daughter into his house. She was telling him, I love you on the phone. Like that was the whole thing. Jesse was having to stand. Jesse didn't get with Lacey right away. Like that took a minute. And I think he was really irritated about how quickly that had gone, especially because he knew that they knew each other before. And he kind of believed like you guys kind of started liking each other before. And I think that's why you left me. And then it kind of seemed like he was drawing things out because it was the only thing he had control over. And so there's a part of me that thinks that if she wasn't kind of down and out right now and feeling this way, he'd still figure out some way to like, well, I got to have my attorney look at this and whatever. It's like he needed her to be in this vulnerable of a position to let go because he wanted to win, kind of like he felt like this wasn't something that he wanted. And now he needed to see her sad. And like, I'm not saying that he wouldn't have done it, but like, I think he just, we haven't known him to ever give her anything that she's asked for. So it's like, she had to be beaten down for him to go, okay, I'll give you that. Oh, come here.
Well,
let's hug it out.
Let's also, he hasn't signed him yet.
Exactly.
To this day, he still hasn't?
No, but he leaves that meeting going, cool, I'm going to go home and I'll email it to you.
Right.
Say he reads it and goes, I don't know about this part. You know what I'm saying? We don't know he signs
You're
after
right.
all this.
He probably has one more SBA loan he hasn't told her about yet.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, because in the after show, I don't know when it was taped, but it seems, way longer than like after the season. She said he still hasn't made a single payment on that loan. So
But
like,
she has?
No, that she can't make it without him. They have to have the minimum of 30 grand. Like it's sort of like to start this thing. It's just accruing interest until then. All of it's accruing interest until you come up with this all these past due payments. It's $30,000. Until you do that, like it is what it is.
So you pay us this amount of money, you can't pay us any money?
Like it's something like that. Or she's not going to start to pay something that something that he took out. And I think that kind of makes sense for her. Like, this is your thing, dude. I agreed to split it with you, but like you got to pay your fucking part. I'm not going to be the only one paying on a loan that I didn't even know about.
Well, also, if they're both on the hook for it, say she does pay her $150,000, they're still both on the hook for it.
Yeah. So like, why would I keep paying?
Or I guess, I don't know. I've never been divorced. I don't know how lawyers work. So maybe it's a fair 50% split, but.
Yeah, I would probably keep my 15 grand in like an interest accruing account while the interest is racking up on the loan that this dude can't pay.
It could also be why he doesn't want to sign the papers, because if she has 150 grand ready to go and he signs those papers, that's what she was saying, is then it instantly makes it half his, half hers. She can pay her half and be done. And then he's stuck with 150 grand.
And it'll probably keep accruing.
To a $300,000 loan that he shares with somebody else.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, that 150 will go to 300 grand in 2 years.
Yeah, because he's not going to pay on
exactly. So that could be why he doesn't want to sign those papers too.
Which is kind of up.
No, it's wickedly
because the loan's just getting more. It's going to be 400,000 at a certain point with all the interest.
No,
so
totally.
Like it's apparently some like really great interest because they got it. It was like a COVID loan or something. So like,
well, SBA loans are.
That's
why there's SBA loans.
But I think it's even better because of the time that it was taken out was during the panic and the crises. So yeah, I kind of I think that she was sad because she wouldn't have kept going in her confessional and talking about the good times. But before that, I was convinced like, oh, she knows how to maneuver him. Like she knows the only way is to come in just so defeated, and be like, but then,
win.
Yeah, you win. Like you're happy you found someone. I hope I can find my someone, because that's, unfortunately, I feel like that's just Jesse's MO. Like I feel like he needed to see her.
Yeah.
do people think
that
that far
sucks.
ahead?
That makes that scene not so sad anymore.
Well, she was clearly
I
still
mean, it makes
sad
it
though.
sad,
because,
but in a different way, I guess.
yeah. I'm sorry, Chad.
I was just,
Shut up, Travis.
you make me feel like everyone's so manipulative. I don't go into most conversations. He's had many conversations with me. I'm not thinking.
You shouldn't.
I'm just saying that.
We're not in on a reality show. We're
I
just
get it.
friends
I
who
get
happen
it,
to
but,
work
like,
together.
That wasn't a reality show moment. That
Johnny,
was a real
that's-
moment that cameras caught.
That's
in
not
my
your
mind.
role here. That's I'm the Debbie Downer. I'm the pessimist.
Okay.
Like that chair especially is supposed to be all the good vibes are coming out of it. When you do replace me, I hope you find a conspiracy theorist because the people are going to need that.
The people have spoken. They don't want you replaced. So unfortunately,
They've not said that.
you're
They've just
going
need
to
they need
die
someone
here.
to go. I don't think so.
Yeah, you.
You don't know.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
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 Yep. Tell her.
Well, that's all I got.
Wait, we're done?
Comments. Are we not doing comments?
You guys are
Why don't you do comments?
because
You
I
don't love anybody?
have you. You want to know why? Because I respond to everyone.
Because she cooks.
You guys
and she
don't
cleans
respond.
and she washes and she does.
Okay. Are you going first,
I
Crybaby?
can go first. From Harris, we need show professionals. Travis, you're a genius.
Wait, was that Show Professionals? Was you?
Honestly, people kept giving me credit, and I was like, I don't know if that was me.
Dude, that shit happens all the time. They're like,
no.
what Mike said. I'm like,
I was
what
the one
did
that
I
said
say? I don't remember.
we need a show about our show, and then you named it.
I did.
But I was the one that came up.
Wait, so this is my thing, and I'm not even getting credit for it?
You said,
I came up with the idea. You named it.
I thought that
So
Harris
we
named
did a
it.
teamwork thing,
And
and
that-
Harris is stealing
No,
our
you
credit
guys-
because everyone's
know,
like,
Harris
Harris is
came
so
up with the
brilliant.
Term, I think Harris came up with the you would remember if you came up with show professionals.
I come up
When
with
I read
so
it,
much
I was
good
like, oh
stuff.
my god! But what's stupid though is that I took it as like a professional, like I'm a show professional. And he's talking about confessionals. And you said that you think that we should have a show where it's like, that time that when Mike was saying that, I really like
Multiple people agreed with me. FYI, will be reading those
Yeah.
comments.
Listen,
That's what it was. You
it's
came
a
up with that
super
part,
funny.
but I was the one that said a show a deep diving our show.
Yes.
That's 4 hours
Yes.
long. And I think it led to that. And then I think Harris named it 3-way teamwork.
This is really a development team worth.
But you
worth
guys, can
going
you
to
just
bat.
tell Harris like that was really good.
It was
like,
really good.
Well, it's weird because he called me a
everything
genius,
needs a
though.
name.
He called me a genius. So if he's really smart for making it, but then he called me a genius, imagine how
Oh,
smart I am.
Game recognized game.
It's like when April does the thing. Like I tell you, I always know when April, our accountant on AGT, is super close with our executive in charge of production, and you can always tell when April really likes something that you said because a couple of minutes later she'll be like, "No," and it's like that thing Michael Hofer said. That's the EIC. She'll give him credit for it, but you'd be like, "No, I said that."
and
not me."
EIC stands for executive in charge of what?
Production.
That's an EIP.
Not sure why
then.
the P for.
Or
They don't really
executive
say.
in charge.
I don't-
EICOP.
listen. That some things don't make sense in our business. That's one of them. EIC, executive in charge of production, but it's not the EICP.
I'm saying clown posse?
Is
What?
it-
Oh, that's ICP, my bad.
Yeah, learn how to spell. What else? Is that the only one you got?
No.
My French fries.
Oh, about that.
Safari Ari, I'm only 10 minutes in and I have to pause for my actual weekly therapy, damn it. But this is my reality therapy. This is also my very first Travis sighting since subscribing, and I already love him too. Guess I'm going to have to binge Soho now. I can watch those apps.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get in initially due to my lack of patience for extra young, dumb people, but whatever. I get it.
I pulled that comment too for that specific statement. The young and dumb people.
Yeah.
Listen, we love you guys, but we're all young and dumb at one point.
Fishing gal, Travis pulling the mom card again. Kind of rude. I'm kind of feeling like she's dead, passed away when he wants her to be and not when he doesn't. I guarantee you she's dead.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
Dude, that'd be the biggest
Bro,
prank.
could you be
Just
like,
a long
Travis?
I gotcha.
We have your mom here today.
You're on pranks.
Yeah.
Danny Clark, Travis, those shows have been known to cause psychosis. You're a beast. Thank you for doing the Lord's work. Love you as an additional player here. Tara C, I love Travis, and when you guys have him as a third, he's great. He's funny, smart, and his opinions are spot on. I don't think he's once had me rolling my eyes at something stupid he said or the way he said it. I get no misogynistic vibes from him whatsoever. Seems like a
Okay.
good, down-to-earth, cool dude. And I love these guys like Mike and Travis. We're so cool. Get so into these guilty pleasure shows, just like us women here.
She said we were cool.
I mean, she said a lot of great things about me. You roll your eyes at me all the time, so I don't.
I do.
You need to take something from her.
I do.
Safari Ari, I'm with Travis on the never like Danny bus. I just can't with that smarmy trad dad bullshit. I'm glad Lala said what she said. The way she said it. Old 4 under 5'4" was shook. There's no way he's 5'9".
That's what the internet said.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Wait, you think he's smaller than 5'9", Safari Ari? Ooh, that's so small.
Anisha's Boober, what a fun trio. I'm thoroughly enjoying this discourse, which is fun just because of who you all are. At the same time, listening to your commentary, I have zero FOMO for not watching the show itself. Sounds like Lar is saving it. Just getting to know you, Travis, and as a long Dallasite, you have the magnetic Texas thing. Welcome.
Okay. You weren't this good at last week.
Ayanada? I probably said that wrong. I'm sorry. Travis is cooking Danny. Just dunked on him.
Dude,
the whole time. Ningy ding. Travis, enjoyable today. Just like every other day.
Whoa, he added that part. I know, he added that. Yeah, what's up, Ningy?
Yolanda Venegas, I totally agree with Travis. He is not wrong about Danny. Huh. That's fun to hear.
I don't remember there being this many comments.
Charles
about
C.
Travis.
0305, more Courtney. What does that mean?
We know what it means.
It's because we were talking about that, because we told everybody you watched all of Below Deck and that everybody wants Below Deck, but Mike and I had never watched it. Courtney's the only one that had seen all of them. And now you've seen all of them. And I said, and then you said, oh, well, then you guys got to tell Courtney that you want her to do another show. Because I said, Courtney's maxed out. I don't think she's going to come anymore.
I took it as a personal slight. They're like, Travis.
That's two
more
genius
Courtney.
things I came up with. That
genius things, what, to tell people, to get people riled up about something that Courtney is maxed out and cannot do?
Hey,
It's working.
Nice work.
When did,
It's working.
Who thought of the great name for this?
Showmance. You didn't think of it. You suggested it. And yes, it was a brilliant idea.
What was?
Notify. He's the one that was like, well, why don't you name it the thing you already have, you dumb moron? I'm like, that's a pretty good idea.
He spent weeks just smoking cigarettes, just talking about what to name it.
So mad that I couldn't figure it out.
Wow.
What I should name my studio that was born out of being so mad that no one would do anything for me.
The business he has, the email he already had.
Yeah, how about that email? It stands for no one will do it for you. Like,
I never knew that's what it was called for like 10 years.
so I got to keep some secrets to keep it spicy and keep you guessing.
Have you told
know?
them what Notify? Have you explained it to the viewers?
Yeah, they know. They're in on it.
I remember once he went to Atlanta and he forgot a computer.
Oh, dude.
And he was like, could you put that on the truck so it comes here?
Yeah.
And on one side it had Notify on it. I put tape that said Notify on the other side. I put tape on it and wrote Titify. Travis did it for you.
Send it back to me. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Travis is funny once in a while. Are you done reading all your praises? Jesus Christ.
Hey, if they'll stop loving me, I'll stop reading them.
Okay, fine. That's good. Gloria Baumstimler. I just found you guys. Thank you. I didn't realize I needed a completely shallow convo about shallow reality shows. It's soothing my soul, plus making me laugh my butt off. Thank you, and you're welcome. Listen, Fat Cat, I unironically love the idea of a podcast with confessionals. You should do at least one, like maybe the reunion. There's a few of these. I think about it all the time. I think it's the funniest thing ever. Might be the funniest idea I've ever come up with. I don't come up with a lot of funny ones. Zan. As soon as that baby is off the boob, Nia should go out of town for a week or two and leave Danny alone with the kids. Maybe then he'll get a small taste of how challenging life is with 4 under 4 when you're the primary caregiver. Lot of agreeance to this.
The fact that she can't even go by her friend's house to get berated on her husband without bringing a full, like a babysitter and her
child,
kid,
yeah.
and it's. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it's a little much, Danny. There's two of my favorite compliments. Are one, I don't even watch this show, but I watch you guys, and this one. It's you guys. It says A Faves 4665. Okay, so it's you guys and Crappins. When we're It's like it's a lot.
That's like you
It's a
guys and
lot.
Michael Jackson.
It pretty much it
Yeah.
is. It's close. My 2 recaps. The thing is, I pretty much always agree with Ben and Ronnie, but dang it, I rarely agree with the girls.
Listen, you're here, you're commenting. I can't ask for a ton more.
Yeah, first Craig and now Lala. Damn it, I still love you. Listen, I don't mind Lala, but Craiger, huh? That guy. Dude, Mimi formerly, I just hyped you 1,200 points. I didn't even know that was a thing, but that's a lot of hypes. Thank you, Mimi.
Keep
That's
them coming, Mimi.
so
You have
sick.
2 more of those.
Wait, she does?
They're 1.2 each.
1,200.
1,200, 1.2.
1.2. That's not a thing. 1,200 is the word. 1.2 is 1.2. Ningy. We're back. Mike, I agree with you.
My God.
What? Nia's one of those who won't let anyone talk about it. She has a ton of power in the group, and she made an example of Janet for going after Danny. Nia said, "Oh, no, no, no. You air my marriage out, and I'll get the whole cast to turn on you."
I think that was a clapback.
No, she did. That was a little clapback. Fishing gal. Lala lovers and justice for Janet. Wait, am I watching the right show? Am I on the right planet? Did something happen throughout the night that I don't know about? Who are you? Who am I?
It was all me. I spoke knowledge, and Connor was like, "Oh, you know what?
I don't think that's what happened. Trey 9589. This is crazy to me. Danny's actions are being way overblown. Kyle, Craig, Jax, Tom Sandoval, just to name a few, have behaved way worse. He is obnoxious when he drinks, but many of them are. And then Clyde, Ayanda. None of those men have acted in similar ways as Danny. Why should Danny face no backlash? This isn't the first fight they've had on camera. People have given him grace for 3 seasons, even after he groped a castmate and their partner. Just kind of referring to what you were saying earlier. Like, Danny's different. It's just a different thing. Galley 1979 also agrees with the confessionals. We're doing it. What?
You two both of you. I'm sorry. Do you understand I have headphones on when this happens? Like, you don't even care.
But you know it's coming, so
I
you
do.
should turn the sound
I
down.
do. I keep one off and one's like half riding my ear.
You want to harmonize on this next one?
I'm not joking, you guys. If I don't cut it out, it's because it's someone else is
Hilarious.
saying something important, so I can't. But 98% of them are cut out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Diane Manuel. At this point, I don't think Danny doesn't like women. I'm just taking that one from the top.
He didn't. At least he didn't say Maybe that helps
Diane Manuel. At this point, I think Danny doesn't like women, let alone his wife. He is dismissive and disdainful. His wife is an accessory. He coerced her into a 4th baby, then whines and has fits over her postpartum period and tending to their baby. Ick. Danny kept telling his wife to take off the microphone when they were outside, and many times she reminded him he is mic'd. He also is triggered if he isn't the center of attention.
Who is?
Valley, Danny.
Okay. Like now Danny's an attention whore?
Yeah, he always has been. He's an actor.
Okay.
No offense
Why
to
else
the
would
actors.
you do bits?
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on.
know.
I do bits so people. I take it back. Sometimes I just do bits for just for me.
For you, Gracie.
Just for me.
Cat Sky. Brittany is pissed because she never got the chance to present a perfect life because her life was falling apart in front of everyone, and there was no part of her life she could pretend was okay. And I read that, and that one kind of hit me. I was like, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Who was she talking about?
Brittany.
Oh, yeah.
Brittany.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. I remember that one. That was good.
Yeah,
She was the girl everybody was feeling bad for all the time. And now, like...
Yeah, nobody cares. Erica Ralston, I don't think you guys understand. Your videos get me through my workday. None of my friends watch Bravo, so it's refreshing hearing you all discuss this mindless TV that I so enjoy. And listen, you and me both. That shit gets me through my workday sometimes. It's fun.
This is all I listen to all workday.
Yeah. Dude, Lisa Smith. Lisa Smith's been here for a second. I'm a 911 dispatcher. Base rate for an ambulance transport is $3,000 without insurance. That's crazy. A crazy job, I would imagine.
America.
I don't know what that means, but
You don't know what Merca means?
$3,000 about a 911 dispatcher?
Yeah, only in America do you have to pay a shit ton for healthcare that covers really
got it.
nothing.
Okay,
and
yeah.
then, here, you want to ride a block to Cedars? That'll be $3,000.
Yeah, fine. That's why I walk.
Gas is expensive.
Gas is expensive, but $3,000 that's extra. Oh, that's all I got.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Lisa Smith, for taking the phone call when people need you the most. And thank you, everybody, for watching and subscribing and commenting. We're kind of blown up right now in our little tiny world. And it's because of you guys and how amazing you are and how many comments and likes and engaged and how engaged you guys are. And it's amazing. I just thank you so much.
Barry chimed in and said it's time for just a comments episode where we just go nuts.
Cool, man.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Kind of blew up when I started joining in.
Listen,
It probably had nothing to do with Weston and Amanda. All had to do with Travis.
Yeah, dude.
I need to
Thank
read
you,
one
Travis.
comment that I just came across, and it just seems too good not to. It's from my girl, Mary Ayaka Kent. Who hurt Travis?
What?
Mary Ayaka wants to know who hurt Travis. Natalie, I'm with you. I've known guys like this. I don't think he's a dick. I think when he loses control and drinks too much, he acts like a dick. I think he was pissed that things weren't going the way that he wanted, and that it wasn't this weekend. That it wasn't his weekend with his wife, and so he's coping with alcohol, just made everything worse. He's not perfect. I think he's trying and failing, and God bless Nia. Look at his friends, Luke, Zach, etc. Why are they still his friends if he's still such a douche? Kind of simple as that. People
Because
get
he
it. People
did
like
dumb.
me and Mary
'Cause
always
they're-
kind of simplify things. There's just like a duh moments. Like this is a duh thing, and you guys have a beef with him, just
See,
like you have your beef with Craig. So you're gonna go hard. I'm gonna go hard for
Different
people I
beef.
like.
I was gonna read that comment,
Mm-hmm.
but she's been so nice to me. I didn't want to. But like, that's what I keep
If
saying.
she's been so nice to you, it seems like you would have read her comment.
Because I disagree with her comment. I disagree with it. Like I said earlier, I've been drunk, really wasted, and I'm a giggly person. I have that hate. That dude's angry about something.
You're be showing off that you're a good drunk. Poor Danny has a problem.
As he admitted.
So we all agree.
That Danny has a problem.
Danny
that he has a
agrees.
switch.
What if the problem's a bit? And it's for a role.
Danny, if you want
what do you
to
call
get
that?
wasted 5 times a
Method.
year,
Method. He's
Go
method
nuts.
acting.
I think Danny's got plenty of other things going for himself that
Dude,
I
what
don't
if
really
he pulls
care.
that at the reunion? It was a part. I was studying for a part. You guys don't even understand my craft.
Yeah, you guys don't understand.
I would go, did you get the part?
It's not about whether I got
It's
the
not-
part
it's
or
not
not.
about that.
I was preparing to
He
get
was
the
a little
part.
bit taller.
That's why Mary
Yeah.
gets it. She's a thespian. She is.
I'm not saying she's not.
Yeah.
Chrissy Sheeks is an artist. I was gonna say Grammy
She's not
Award
even
winning
here.
artist, but she's probably here somewhere.
She doesn't watch Valley.
Whatever.
Chrissy doesn't f- around with shows. She doesn't she's not one of those people that's like, oh, I'll just come hang out for a minute and see what you guys are doing. No, Chrissy's like, I don't f- with that show.
Listen, some people are sophisticated. Some people like to party.
Oh
We
my-
like
Where
to
does
party.
Chrissy lie?
I like to party.
Sophisticated.
Okay.
Listen, like, subscribe, as you have been, and jump in those comments.
Wait, I would love to know one more thing also. If we have to get either in the city out or the valley out, which one do you want out first? And every time, and Coco was saying this the other day, she's like, I don't know why I pull people. It's literally split down the middle every time, and then I just have to make a decision. But I am curious, like a summer house and in the city air
I
on
feel
the
like
same
right
night.
now it's in the city.
Is it?
Just because of the scandal.
I don't know.
But I don't know. You tell us. Hence the reason we do a poll,
Yeah.
unofficial poll.
Yeah. Just leave it in the comments.
Wait, we could do a poll. They do have polls on YouTube. You know,
I know,
that.
but that goes into the community posts, and not everybody's in there.
All right, fine. Well, catch you later. We love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye. Courtney will be back tomorrow for In the City.
Yeah, sorry.
Why
Hope you enjoyed
Why are you
Travis.
listening to the TV and the radio at the same time?
I
Because
like to party. It's our favorite movie. That's literally-
Joe Schmo.
If we had a favorite movie together, that would be it. We say that line all the time. Why are you listening to TV and the radio at the same time?